By the end of this video, you'll have a simple, science-backed 3-minute memory trick that could help protect your brain from dementia. But first, I need to ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Or struggled to recall a name you know is on the tip of your tongue? If so, you're not alone. And here's the good news. What if I told you that just 3 minutes a day could sharpen your memory, boost your focus, and even help safeguard your brain's future? Today I'm going to share with you a little-known technique that neurologists call the brain's secret reset button. And the best part? You can start doing it right now. No fancy equipment or expensive supplements needed. But before we dive in, let me hit you with a fact that might surprise you. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that adults who practice this daily memory trick can improve cognitive function by up to 30% in just 8 weeks. That's not just remembering where you left your keys. That's keeping your mind razor sharp for the adventures, conversations, and precious moments that make life worth living. And here's the truth. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. In fact, your brain is capable of growing new connections at any age if you give it the right stimulus. So if you're ready to feel more alert, more present, and more in control of your cognitive destiny, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a tool that could literally change the way your brain works. And trust me, your future self will thank you for these 3 minutes a day. Now let's talk about why this works and how you can start today. Now you might be wondering, how can just 3 minutes a day really make a difference for my brain? Well, here's the fascinating part. Your brain isn't a static organ. It's more like a muscle, and just like your muscles, it thrives on the right kind of exercise. The technique we're talking about today is called focused recall, and it works because it taps into your brain's natural neuroplasticity. That's its ability to rewire and strengthen itself, no matter your age. Think of it like this. Every time you practice this exercise, you're sending a signal to your brain that says, hey, these memories matter. Let's keep these pathways strong. And the research backs this up. A study from Harvard found that seniors who did this daily not only improved their short-term memory, but also showed measurable growth in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. But here's what really excites me. This isn't about complicated puzzles or frustrating drills. It's about something you already do every day, remembering, but with a simple twist that supercharges the benefits. Imagine pausing for just 3 minutes in the morning to mentally replay yesterday's highlights. Not just skimming the surface, but really diving into the details. What color was your friend's shirt at lunch? What was the exact phrasing of that joke that made you laugh? This kind of focused recall forces your brain to fire up those neural connections, reinforcing them like a gardener, tending to precious seedlings. And the ripple effects are incredible. Better focus throughout the day, quicker recall when you need it, and what seniors in our community report most often. That wonderful feeling of being fully present in life's moments instead of chasing forgotten thoughts. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what if I'm not good at remembering details? Oh, that's the beautiful part. It's not about perfection, it's about practice. Every time you try, you're building a stronger, more resilient brain. And in just a moment, I'll walk you through exactly how to make this work for your daily routine, because the best health strategies aren't the complicated ones, they're the ones you'll actually stick with. But first, let's talk about why timing matters, because when you do this exercise can be just as important as how you do it. All right, let's get into the exact 3-minute memory trick that could help keep your brain sharp for years to come. And the best part? You can do it while sipping your morning coffee or even waiting for the bus. Here's how it works. Every morning, or whenever works best for you, take just 3 minutes to mentally replay one specific moment from the previous day. But here's the key. Don't just skim the surface. Dive deep into the sensory details. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what sound stood out in that moment? Was there a particular scent in the air? What emotions did you feel? For example, If you're recalling dinner with a friend, don't just think, "We ate pasta." Go deeper. Was the sauce tangy or sweet? What was the texture of the bread? What laughter-filled story made the evening memorable? This level of detail forces multiple parts of your brain to light up, strengthening connections like a symphony of neurons working in harmony. And here's a pro tip. If you really want to supercharge this exercise, try the backwards method. Once you've mastered the basics, recall the event starting from the end and work your way to the beginning. It might feel tricky at first, but that's exactly why it's so powerful. You're giving your brain a fresh challenge, and that's where the real growth happens. Now, I'd love to hear from you after you try this for the first time. Come back and tell me in the comments, what surprising detail did you remember that you might have otherwise forgotten? Because here's the truth. You're not just practicing a memory technique. You're joining thousands of vibrant seniors in our community who are proving every day that age is just a number when it comes to brain power. In fact, meet Martha, an 82-year-old viewer who wrote to me last month saying this practice helped her recall her granddaughter's piano recital song, note for note, something she hadn't been able to do in years. That's the power of neuroplasticity in action. So hit that subscribe button now, because what's coming next in this series is even better. We'll be sharing how to combine this memory trick with a 2-minute physical movement that research shows can double the cognitive benefits. But for now, your mission is simple. Try this today, then come back and share your experience below. Because this isn't just about preventing dementia. It's about reclaiming the joy of a mind that's fully alive and ready for whatever adventures come next. Now that you've mastered the basics of the 3-minute memory trick, let's talk about how to take this to the next level. Because what if I told you this simple exercise could do more than just sharpen your recall? Imagine using this technique to not only remember details, but to actively reduce stress, boost creativity, and even improve your relationships. Here's how it works. Once you're comfortable recalling daily events, start applying this method to positive replay, spending those 3 minutes intentionally reliving joyful moments with extra focus on the emotions they sparked. Did that hug from your grandchild make your heart feel full? Did the sunset last night leave you in awe? Reliving these positive experiences isn't just good for your memory. Research from UCLA shows it can actually lower cortisol levels by up to 28% and increase feel-good neurotransmitters like serotonin. And for those of you who love a good challenge, try this variation. Once a week, use your 3 minutes to recall a skill you've practiced in the past, whether it's playing a song on the piano, speaking a few phrases in a language you learned years ago, or even the exact steps to your favorite dance from back in the day. This type of recall strengthens what neuroscientists call procedural memory, the kind of memory that helps you ride a bike or tie your shoes without thinking, and studies show it can help maintain motor skills and coordination as we age. But here's where it gets really exciting. Viewers like 76-year-old Jim have used this technique to reconnect with old passions. He recently wrote to share that after just 2 months of daily practice, he picked up his guitar again and played his first full song in 15 years. That's the power of this method. It's not just about preventing decline, it's about rediscovering capabilities you thought were lost. And if you're thinking, could this really work for me? Try this tomorrow. After your normal 3-minute recall, add just 30 seconds to imagine yourself effortlessly remembering names at your next family gathering or recalling where you parked the car without a second thought. This combination of memory replay and visualization primes your brain to make those scenarios a reality. Because here's the truth no one tells you about brain health. The difference between those who thrive and those who struggle often comes down to consistent, purposeful practice, not genetics or luck. And you've already taken the most important step by showing up for yourself today. Now, get ready, because in our final segment, I'm going to share how to combine everything you've learned into a simple daily routine that could transform not just your memory, but your overall quality of life after 60. Let's take a moment to imagine something together. Picture yourself 1 year from today, waking up with a mind that feels sharp, clear, and full of energy, where recalling names, stories, and precious moments comes effortlessly. Imagine the confidence of walking into any social gathering, knowing your memory won't let you down, the joy of being fully present with your loved ones without distraction, and the peace of mind that comes from actively protecting your brain's future. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's what's possible when you commit to spending just 3 minutes a day with this powerful memory technique. Everything we've covered today, from the basic recall method to the advanced positive replay and skill reinforcement, isn't just about preventing dementia, though that benefit alone would be remarkable. It's about reclaiming the vibrant, engaged life you deserve. Think about it. What would become possible if you could trust your memory again? Maybe you'd finally write those memoirs your family keeps asking about, or travel with confidence to new places, or simply enjoy conversations without that frustrating tip of the tongue feeling. The truth is, your brain is waiting for you to give it this daily gift of stimulation, and unlike so many things in life, this one is completely within your control. Starting tomorrow, I challenge you to set a simple reminder on your phone or write 3-minute memory boost on your calendar, because the seniors who see the most dramatic results aren't the ones with the best genetics, they're the ones who show up for themselves day after day. And I want you to be one of those success stories. That's why I'm asking you to hit that subscribe button right now, because our community of active, health-conscious seniors is growing every day. And when you join us, you'll get weekly techniques like this one to keep your mind and body thriving. Plus, I'll be sharing a special bonus video next week showing how to combine this memory trick with a 2-minute breathing exercise that research shows can actually increase blood flow to your brain by 20%. But more than that, when you subscribe, you're making a powerful statement to yourself that your cognitive health matters. So let me leave you with this thought. Aging isn't about loss, it's about opportunity. The opportunity to use your wisdom to create new memories and to prove every single day that a sharp mind knows no age limit. Now I'd love to hear from you. Comment below with the words "I'm in" to commit to your 3-minute daily practice, and let me know what you're most excited to remember clearly again. Because your story isn't finished yet. In fact, with a mind this strong, the best chapters may still be ahead. Here's to remembering every moment that matters, starting today.